Hey, so spoiler alert, it didn't work.
Are we streaming again? Are we live?
Yeah, I hit the button. I'm so fucking angry. Why? How am I supposed to fix it if I don't know why? On the off chance it's Discord's fault, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen to you.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not watching it anyway. I'm only watching the stream. Because that's where the chat is.
I'm gonna stop making angry noises now because it's starting to hurt my throat. But I am still angry. I just can't afford to express it.
Is well known. Or well noted, I mean.
If only I had finished the toggle for putting my ears down. I mean, technically I finished it, but it looks weird. So, I'm not happy with it. Wait, is this one capturing it correctly? There's no way, right?
I mean, there's a way. Anything is plausible.
I'm gonna double check. And if this is what I think it is, then it is actually capturing the audio. It's capturing the audio.
Okay. So we're back in business then?
Yes, we are.
That's good to hear.
I'm hiding the technical difficulties thing. So now the game should, in theory, be audible. I'll hit a wall.
I'm fighting a boss right now, so I can't.
No, I'm saying for Sylvie to tell me. Yay! It's audible! Okay. Let me hide all the, like, 12 versions of this feed that I popped up in an effort to make this work. No? Why is there another ad break? We just had one. There's no way it took me an hour from the last ad break to fix this.
It didn't.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Hang on. I forgot I'm not in studio mode, and if I click to the ad break to turn it off, I switch over.
I gotta go, I gotta go over here where this
You know
stupid
what?
ballista won't shoot.
It probably is because I just started the stream. That's why. Yeah, no. You're right, Sylvie.
Alright, I'm gonna refresh. Alright, there we go.
Ooh, shit. I'll just hide these for now. Turn them back on later. Okay. Should I share my screen for you again, or?
Nah, it's okay.
Okay. Alright. Back to game. I'm locking my chair into gamer mode.
Your chair has a gamer mode?
That's not my joke. But it's a joke I like, so. We going to what Mario Land? There we go. I'm getting it back little by little.
Hey Demi, what's your favorite color?
Blue. Specifically sky blue. DK looks different from how I remember Sylvie. Yeah, it's
Once
been a
again,
while.
my audio is significantly lower than yours.
I'll fix it.
The game audio is good though.
Well, your audio is lower than mine because mine was low and I had to fix it. I just fixed it too much.
Audio is good. You're not drowned out by it like you usually are.
Okay, so I'll just raise yours then.
Yeah.
There we go. DK looks different than I remember. But yeah, if you see the shade of blue that is on my VTuber, not her eyes, but like everything else, that is my favorite shade of blue.
I know what your favorite color is. I was asking you a question so you could respond so I could test audio.
Oh. Hi, Marks.
See, I was being smart.
Sorry, I had a hiccup all of a sudden.
Oh, you're a robot.
Oh no! Beep boop meow! Beep boop meow! I was gonna say, man, this game looks different than I remembered, and then I realized I changed the settings on my monitor. So yeah, of course it does. Oh, sorry. I saw the X and so I said it wrong. So hi, Mars. Oh, I thought I timed that right. I'm sorry, Mars. My bad. Alright, let me actually change my grindstone. It's on the fire one. There we go.
I think Liza P Deathless is like 100% doable. I might,
Oh, yeah.
maybe. I'm talking like for me specifically. It's already been done, but Liza
Well,
P
for both
dance
of us,
pad
it's
percent is
doable.
Liza P dance pad percent has already been done. Like it's far
Really?
beyond just yes.
Awesome.
Same girl who beat Sekiro with the dance pad.
I know, it's great.
I'm much louder than you now.
Yeah, I know. I adjusted it too much. I'll fix it next time I die.
There's gotta be an easier way for us to do this. Oh, Liza P Nuzlocke? Oh god, that would be awful. But it would be fun. I think we
honestly pretty great because we could lose and then have to both restart.
whoever gets further is the winner.
In one go without doing
Yeah.
restarts. That's fair.
Yeah. The real question is, do I use the booster glaive for the boss fights that I'm good at, or the ones that I'm bad at?
I feel like you should use it for the ones you're bad at. If you're not
But then I'll
comfortable with
lose
the
it.
fight, use your most comfortable weapon.
But then I'll lose it.
Well, you're also more likely to finish the fight because you basically took off the training weights. And you're like, man, this is so much more comfortable now that I know what I'm doing.
I was deathless in this run until I got to Victor. I did Black Rabbit 1 and Romeo deathless. I'm feeling pretty good.
I will say we will lose all of our weapons on Black Rabbit 2.
I think I can do Black Rabbit 2 deathless, honestly.
With the booster glaive, yeah.
It's-
but
Even without the booster glaive. I don't use the booster glaive's capabilities
I
a
can't
lot.
without the booster glaive,
in Black Rabbit 2.
honestly. I'll
Oh,
die
shit.
at least once.
Well, I just got killed by a boulder.
The boulder feels conflicted.
The boulder feels conflicted. This is from something, but I
Avatar
don't
The Last
remember what.
Airbender. The boulder
Oh.
feels
Oh.
conflicted about fighting a young blind girl. Sounds to me like you're scared, Boulder. That was a bad time to sharpen.
Honestly, Honestly, my favorite Toph is blind joke is the one where they like throw the gear down to her from
Yeah, and it just the belt and it just smacks the top of her head.
Lands on her head.
Oh, sorry.
I was waiting for the Toph is blind jokes to get old, and they never did.
They never did because they didn't do them too often.
They used them sparingly enough that they never got
They
old.
did them
Yeah.
sparingly, and because of her earthbending, it's easy to forget that she can't see. Because she knows where everything is. Like, she can't see like features and things,
Yeah.
but if it's touching the ground, she knows where it is.
It doesn't even have to be touching the ground.
It has to be touching something touching the ground.
In this, I'm pretty sure there's like blurb in the special edition DVDs of Avatar that says like she can sense the earth even if it's not touching the ground.
Well, yes, but if it's not earth and it's not touching the ground, she can't sense it.
Yeah.
It's upside down, isn't it? That's also a good one. I think my favorite one has to be just the entire episode where she and Katara were scamming people. Well, she was scamming people and then Katara joined in. Then what's
I don't
this?
remember that episode.
I don't know! Honestly, what is wrong with you people? I'm blind! So it was in season 3 when they were in the Fire Nation. And Toph, because they're in the Fire Nation, so nobody would think that she's an earthbender, is using her earthbending abilities to cheat the scam games that steal your money to get more money for them.
Oh.
And Katara doesn't approve
yeah.
of it because she's cheating, and Toph's like, yeah, I cheated, but they were also cheating, so who cares? Which is valid. The problem, though, is she wasn't necessarily doing much to hide the fact that she was earthbending. Like, they wouldn't have had proof, but the only possible explanation would be they're bending somehow to get an advantage. So they, at some point, you know, they got caught because of that.
I got the bait item and didn't die.
Ow. But so in that episode, hang on. Once like they realize what she's doing, there's wanted posters of her. And Sokka comes over to her and he goes, Toph, you're gonna want to see this. And he holds up the poster. And she goes, well, it sounds like a piece of paper, but I'm guessing you're referring to what's on the piece of paper. And then there's an additional joke there. She goes, a wanted poster? Is there a picture of me? Is it good? And it's like a really crappy picture, but it like draws her with like angy monster teeth. And he looks at it and then looks at her and goes, yeah, actually. And then later when Katara confronts her, she's like, you're gonna get in trouble. And she's like, we won't get in trouble. It's like, oh yeah? Then what's this? And she also pulls out the wanted poster. And Toph has had enough of this. And she's like, I don't know. What is wrong with you people? I'm blind. I can't see. There's like 3 or 4 in that episode alone. And they're so fucking funny.
That late in the show, they should really be able to remember it too.
I think it might have been... Yeah, it was the same episode. So, Katara and Toph are fighting because of this. And to try and get them to make up, Sokka's like, oh, Aang, I have an idea. So he has a messenger bird that he bought with the money they got. And he writes a letter and he goes, I'm going to write a letter to Katara and say it's from Toph. And Aang's like, that's smart. And they sent it to Katara and she pulls it and opens it up. And she turns to him and goes, I know this was you, Sokka. Toph can't write.
Yeah, I do remember that one.
And she stomps off, and Aang goes, so I guess the plan is to make another one from Katara and send it to Toph. And Sokka goes, I think we're gonna run into a similar issue. So good. I can't handle the cold to save my life, so I can't really say Water Tribe. If I could, I would say Water Tribe. As far as climate I'm comfortable with, I'd probably have to end up in either the Earth Kingdom or the Fire Nation. If we're talking about just the element, probably water.
I'd probably be in the Fire Nation because I'm evil.
That's not how that works.
Oh. Weren't they the bad guys, though?
Yeah, but they weren't evil.
Wow.
Like, literally, the entire 3rd season was showing you that, yeah, the Fire Nation may be the instigators, but that doesn't mean the people of the Fire Nation are evil. That was literally the whole point of the 3rd season.
This is the joke that I'm making. Whoa, a kid's show with like actually complex villains? That's crazy.
Yeah, Mark Hamill thought the same thing. That's why when he got the script and was asked to play Ozai, he was like, this show is not going to last very long. It's too smart. He's literally quoted as saying this show is too smart. It won't last.
I hate that he's right.
It sucks. I'm glad it did, though. Like, the sequel, the spin-off stuff kind of got fucked, but at least the main show got to do its thing. And it was good as shit.
You know, biblically accurate Pinocchio is not as scary as we make him out to be, actually.
Doesn't he have to eat the flesh of a kid to become an actual kid?
In the actual story, I don't know. I never read Pinocchio.
Version.
I haven't even seen Disney Pinocchio, to be honest.
I saw it once and I didn't really care about it.
Most of my exposure to everything Disney is just Kingdom Hearts.
Valid.
I was a Pixar kid, not a Disney kid.
Yeah.
I feel like you're better at parrying in this game than me, but your skill depreciates faster. Or for longer.
It's less that my skill depreciates faster and more I'm more easily distracted, and every time you watch me play this, I've been streaming. And I keep glancing at chat.
I think you're probably correct about that. I don't think I've ever seen you play this not on stream.
You did, like, for my first playthrough, it wasn't on stream. But then after that, every time after that, I have been streaming when I've been playing it.
I mean, Lezipi is the best game ever made.
The first playthrough where I wasn't streaming is also the one where I blocked a lot of attacks my first time ever seeing them, and I parried them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good at parrying, but I have to pay attention, and that's hard to do when I'm streaming. That said, you're also better at finding openings than I am, though, is the trade-off.
That is generally true, yeah. I'll give you that one.
I play more defensively because I know I'm not good at finding those openings, and if I try to smack, I'm going to get hit. You know when to find them, so you can play more aggressively than I do.
I play super aggressive in every single one of these games.
Yeah, and I would love to, but I know that I am incapable of doing that well, so I just don't.
Fun fact, that includes Expedition 33. Every character on my team is DPS.
Well, yeah, but it's different with Expedition 33. It's turn-based. It's turn-based, so you at least know this is their turn to attack.
Right, but like usually in turn-based RPGs, doing that is a bad idea. You want kind of a variance in like what your characters do.
Yeah, but because of how Expedition 33 works, you can do a fight that you're way under level for and never take a hit.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
It's a special case.
Dude, I kind of steamrolled most of the mid game because there is this one part where you get to where you unlock your final playable character, and then after that.
I'm using Aegis. Sorry, I just realized I haven't been using my arm. Continue.
The other, after you unlock the final playable character, the game tells you now you have to go to this location, but there's also a vendor in the area that you're in, and he's like, hang on, I gotta like lower the stream audio so you can hear myself.
I forgot to lower you. Yeah, my bad.
I have actually seen Brother Bear.
Now, so
it is a good movie. Yeah. It is a genuinely heartwarming movie.
It's a lovely movie. I really, really love when they, like, really hit home with the boy who became a man who by becoming a bear. I'm like, that's nice.
That was funny. I appreciated it.
Well, it was funny, but like at the time when it was happening, it was like the resolution where everything was coming together, and it was real heartwarming. So it was nice. Out of context, yeah, it's very funny.
What was I saying? Oh. So you have the option of going to the next area, or the vendor is like, I can get you some really good gear, but you have to go to this really hard area over here and beat a boss and get an item and bring it back to me. But, you know, you're probably not ready to go into that area yet. And I was like, fuck you,
bitch, you thought.
Yeah, so I went to that area, and I just spent multiple days just, like, just labbing it out and, like, learning all of the enemy patterns until I could parry them all into oblivion.
It's like, bitch, I play Souls-likes. You were wrong.
Yeah. And it's funny because, like, the way my usual schedule was with Expedition 33 is I would start the night in an area that I got into previously. I would finish that area, beat the boss, and then I would explore the overworld for a little bit and find the next areas, the next dungeon I was supposed to go to, and I'd be like, okay, I'll do this dungeon tomorrow. And that was kind of my rhythm with the game for several nights in a row. This dungeon took me like an entire week of like I would come in and do one area per night, get to the next checkpoint flag, and be like, okay, that's enough.
That's enough.
It took me so long. Yeah.
But like those are
then
the ones
I
that when you're
leveled up-
finished, you're like, fuck yeah!
Well, because I would fight the same enemies over and over again because I was learning their patterns. But then in the process, I like killed them repeatedly, and I gained like 20
Oh, so you were
levels, I think.
unintentionally XP grinding.
Yes, because it's like a Souls like where if you get to a certain point where you're like, I don't have enough items to get get through the next fight, I'm gonna go back and rest at the bonfire and then try again and try to just do it better. And so I was accidentally grinding, yeah. I do a lot of passive grinding in turn-based RPGs in general, or action RPGs too.
I mean, a good
Like,
chunk of turn-based RPGs expect you to level grind anyway, so.
Yeah, and that's usually why I don't like them. But I
Same.
don't like passively grind.
Dude, never ever play Octopath Traveler. That game is full of grinding.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard the original Mother as well is a nightmare to beat because it requires you to grind so much.
Yeah, like I enjoy the concept of Octopath Traveler, but the sheer amount of grinding you have to do because you have to keep 8 characters leveled up when you have a party of 4 is annoying. I've never finished it and I own it because it bothers me that much.
I have to interrupt this conversation to point out that Atlantis is legit. I fucking love
Atlantis
that movie.
is a good movie. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, and at the time I did not like it.
Oh, it's so good. You
But
gotta
I
go
was a
back and try it
child,
again.
so you know my
might
tastes
like
were
it.
different.
You might like it. It's such a good movie.
I probably would like it now.
Yeah. But yeah, the thing. What was I gonna say before that kind of derailed my train of thought?
Also, for
Oh,
clarification, this is basically a just chatting stream. Don't expect me to beat this guy. I'm not fully paying attention. I'm telling chat, not you.
Milo was indeed the goat. I like a lot of the characters. So many of the characters.
The
in that
characters
movie
are written
so
really
good.
well, and they're very entertaining.
Fucking Vinny with his rampant Italianisms when he's making bombs.
All right, sound off. Who's not dead? That wasn't Vinny, but it was one I thought of.
If you're expecting me to respond to that, I don't remember the line.
I
It's been a
wasn't.
very
I
long
wasn't
time.
expecting you to respond to that.
Oh man, I remember those, Sylvie. I wanted one so bad. I think I got the Leviathan instead though, because I went with on a school trip. We all went there, and I got the Leviathan instead of that. Or maybe I got one of the. I can't remember what I got. But anyway. Also Audrey. Audrey's fucking hilarious. 2 for flinching.
I hit dodge! I'm taking so much
Anyway.
fucking damage.
By the time I got to that, I got through that area, I had leveled up like 20 times, and after I killed the boss, I was like, the rest of the game's gonna be bitch easy now, isn't it? And so far, it's been bitch easy. It's really funny getting to some big story mode boss that's supposed to be really difficult, and then I just kill it in like 3 turns, because all my characters are so fucking cracked.
I feel like I'm underleveled because every time that this dude hits me, I'm getting one shot. And I have a lot of
What level
health.
are you?
I don't
New
know.
Game Plus?
This is New Game Plus, yeah. But I believe I'm past this point because Vanini said that I saved him at the factory.
I'm not really sure how the boss rematches work. It might
No
scale
clue.
them up. I'm not really sure.
I did pick difficulty 3, which I would assume would be normal, but
It was Kita. I don't remember her full KIDA. I don't remember her full name. It was something.
I don't know if she had one.
unpronounceable.
The Atlantis chick, she might not have
She
had
did.
one.
She did because Milo couldn't pronounce it. So she was like,
Right,
just
that
call me
was the
Kita.
running joke.
Yeah. Well, he eventually learns how to pronounce it, but
Well,
at
yeah.
first he couldn't. Oh, I almost blew up fake Alidoro because I wasn't really paying attention.
Good. Fuck him.
She was everything, yo. How come she didn't get to be a Disney princess?
Because she's a Disney queen.
You know what? Good answer. She does become the queen.
She's
of
not a
Atlantis at the
princess.
end
She's
of
a
the
fucking
movie.
queen, bitch.
Yup. Nope, gotta give you that one. That is the correct answer.
That is the only reasonable answer. Sylvie just, yes, clap that.
Did you guys ever watch the direct-to-DVD sequel?
No, but that's the one I'm referring to when I say she's a queen.
Well, she becomes the queen at the end of the first movie.
Yeah.
So,
I know that
fun
she's queen
fact.
during that one. I'm just saying, like,
Fun fact: the direct-to-DVD sequel was actually supposed to be. So they were gonna make a TV show out of it.
oh, they should have.
But it didn't. It didn't get picked up. But they already had 3 pilot episodes done to like pitch it to the. to Disney,
So they
I
just
guess.
made that the
And
second
so they-
movie.
yeah, which is why there's so many different plot lines. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I will say,
did, like, 3
while
TV
I
episodes
may
back
not have
to back.
enjoyed it as a kid, that definitely was the type of thing that would have lent itself well to a show.
I agree.
Like it
I
was
think that the
already
3
like the
episodes-
characters and the setting were already perfect for like a series. So honestly,
Yeah.
Kid Me actually might have liked it if it was a show and not a movie.
Well, I really liked how they would like, because the plot of the second movie was basically they like traveling around the world and like seeing all these different legends from different cultures and like
That's
they all tie
cool.
back into Atlantis. Or
Yeah,
other
like they
similar-
totally could have
Yeah,
done
it
that
was
for a show. I would have watched the
fantastic
shit
concept.
out of that as a
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah, that was the first introduction to the Kraken, although they pronounced it Kraken in the movie, which is incorrect. But I was terrified by it as a kid, but I also couldn't get enough.
Yeah, I didn't like it because it
There-
freaked me
there-
out as a kid. But it was good. It was just I was too small at the time
yeah.
to watch it.
Big underwater thing, yeah. This
The
started my
like
fascination with big
glowy
underwater
rock
things.
veins on that dude when he falls in the
Oh,
energy.
yes.
That scared the shit out of me as a kid. It's like
Such
okay,
a
good, he's gone. Oh god, he's not gone. Oh, he's a monster now. That scared the shit out of me as a child.
I don't think they ever actually explained what it was either. It was just kind of a random.
It's just an
monster that
energy
was in the ocean.
source. I think
Yeah,
part.
well,
I think
there
the
was-
whole point was the mystery because even the Atlanteans didn't know.
Yes. Well, yeah.
It
But
was
there
just supposed to
I
be
know
this
that in-
mystical, mysterious thing that you would be
Yeah.
foolish to try to understand and claim as your own. Because even for the
Yes.
Atlanteans, they didn't own it; they lived with it.
I'm talking about the Kraken though, not the Leviathan.
Hmm.
The Leviathan was actually built by them,
Oh fuck!
but the I know when they went to the I forget exactly what part of which desert they were in, but they were in a desert, and there was that Native American guy, and he turned out to be a spirit.
That's cool.
And then there were dust coyotes. Yeah, they tied that into Atlantis, like the Atlanteans had been to that region. And
Oh,
been,
true,
and,
true. You could tie almost
yeah.
any like weird supernatural myth thing to Atlantean tech.
Yeah. But they didn't do all of it because there was well, and they did it with the third one too because that was the guy who thought he was Odin,
Mm-hmm.
and so he had the Atlantean spear that gave him superpowers or whatever.
That's cool.
And he was gonna try and end the world. He was gonna try and bring about Ragnarok. So like that was also tied into Atlantis, but the Kraken wasn't, as far as I can remember. It was just kind of a random like other like legend that
Fucked
turned out
up.
to be real, and they just
Okay, I'm fine. I was trying to do a charge attack because his health was white, and I hit the wrong trigger.
oh man. I remember VHS tapes. Be kind, rewind.
I think I still have some. I still have my
think
VHS for
we-
Pokemon 2000.
I think we got that on DVD eventually. We originally had it on VHS. That was my first exposure to Pokemon, by the way.
That movie?
Yeah, that was literally
What
the
a
first
first
Pokemon
exposure. Ash fucking dies.
I know, right? Honestly, I don't think I reacted to it at all because I had no idea what was going on.
I cried.
Because I was like 5 years old.
Yeah,
I
no,
was
like
what
I
the
had
fuck
been
is
watching
this
the
movie?
show. So had I not
Sure.
known anything about Pokemon, I probably would have been the same. But I had been watching the show. I cried not when Ash died, when Pikachu started crying after Ash died.
Yeah. I think I just didn't get it because I didn't watch the show. I just
Yeah.
like, oh, these funky creatures are pretty cool. What is this?
I will say I can't speak for more like recent Pokemon movies, not from a back in my day standpoint, but just because I haven't seen a lot of them. But some Pokemon movies went really fucking hard.
Well, the intro to the original one goes really hard. They did that remix of the main Pokemon theme. While Ash
No,
is,
no, I don't mean
battling
like
dude.
the
Yeah.
songs. I mean like the movie itself are really good. A good chunk of them.
Dude, the one with Entei in it is so badass.
Yes, the third one,
Fucking Ash riding Charizard into battle.
the Dream one. I love that movie.
Charizard finally listens to him.
If the second movie, if the Lugia movie didn't have Lugia's song, the third one would 100% be my favorite. It's so good.
I don't remember the Lugia one much.
That movie is the reason why Lugia is my favorite Pokemon.
Okay, fair enough. I remember that the show itself had an entire story arc in one season that had to do with Lugia.
And a baby Lugia, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, the third movie was really, first of all, it was just really good. I'll talk about it in a second, because I have like no health and I'm close to beating this guy. I need to
Well,
lock
she
in.
beat Scrapped Watchman today.
I need to lock in.
I never saw Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, despite what a
I
big
did see
Lucario
that
fan
one.
I was. When it came out,
That
I was
one
in, like,
was
middle
rough at a
school.
certain point.
I never saw it.
They
there
kill
was
like
no
all
way
of
for me
them.
There was no way for. Oh, nice.
They
there
bring
was
them
no way
back.
for me to, like,
It's a kids movie, but they do kill
of course
everyone.
They do. Of course they do. Honestly, like even some things that are not for kids don't have the balls to kill off main characters. It's really difficult to write a scenario like that, though, to be fair, because you can't just do it for shock value. It's got to be like. Oh, I thought you were gonna die.
Oh, that was Sean Schemmel? I didn't even recognize him.
I did know Lucario was voiced by Goku because Brawl Taunts did that joke.
Oh, did it? That's fun.
Yep.
I fucked it up. Okay, so the scenario was Pikachu either was abducted, but somehow ended up on this like big tree of life thing with Mew at the top. And so they were going back to get him. But the tree itself, obviously plants are living things, but this was like a big living organism where it basically had like blood cells and shit. And first of all, I had Regirock, Regice, and Registeel in there, like attacking them, which the sounds that Regirock makes in that movie gave me fucking nightmares, and I still don't like them. It's very unsettling, but it's good because it was meant to be. They feel very other because of the sounds that they make. And the you know, the equivalent blood cells of the tree at some point hit the individual characters and start absorbing them. And when that starts happening, you can't get them out of there. They're going to die. So every time someone got hit, they'd immediately grab their Pokeballs and start releasing their Pokemon so their Pokemon didn't have to die with them.
Nice.
They also happened to Jesse and James.
Jesse and James aren't bad people. I'm gonna
They're
be
not.
honest. Like
They're
when it
shitty
comes
at their
down to it,
jobs.
when it comes down to it, they usually do the right thing.
Yeah. Just because you are a bad guy does not mean you are a bad guy.
I honestly like the impression I always got from them is like they just want to belong somewhere. So like
Yeah,
they're
like they
oh, we
do
have to
this,
like,
shitty
be part of
stuff,
Team
but
Rocket.
that's because they're desperate, and Rocket feels like the only thing they have.
I was gonna say this forever ago, but that's the reason why Lucario's Final Smash and Brawl was what it was. It's a Kamehameha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah. It was an
What was it?
intentional reference.
I was
as
gonna
far
say
as I
something
know.
about the third movie. So that movie was really cool just because the concept of dreams becoming reality is a really fun thing to play with because you can do a lot with that. But what really sold me on the movie was the end when Ash confronts the girl and basically makes her is basically like, wake up. This is not your mom. This is my mom. Your mom's gone. Your dad's gone. You need to deal with it. And her freaking out and refusing.
Dropping truth bombs.
Basically, he basically because she kidnapped his mom because she looked identical to her mom.
Yeah, no, I remember that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
That was like one of my favorites when I was a kid.
what sold me on the movie was when she started freaking out and still refused to accept everything. The like sharp crystals popping up around her. That scene is so cool. I fucking love that scene. I don't know why.
I like those rare occasions when the writers actually let Ash not be a stupid kid, because most of the time he's really stupid.
Well, he is a kid, to be fair.
I know, but it's like every now and then, like, he gets something right, and it's nice
Yeah.
to see because, like
Like
he's
the
been
first
through
few
so
movies
much,
had
he
more
should
of
have-
those moments because they were like,
Yeah.
we're gonna write a cool movie, and then as movies went on, it was more common for him to be dumb because it's like we've got like 12 other movies to write.
Yep. Yeah. It's just he's been through so much. He ought to have at least like some perspective to be
Yeah.
able to like make good points like that every now
And like
then.
the later movies are a good chunk of them are still good. I just like the more and more recent ones I can't speak for. I've never seen them. I really liked the
Didn't they start
Deoxys
playing-
one.
Didn't they start playing the original Pokemon theme during his final battle?
In which one?
I don't know, whatever his final battle was before he retired from the show.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't watching Pokemon anymore at that point. I think
It
I
was
stopped
just nice that he
watching.
finally-
I stopped watching after Gen 3. I would occasionally catch Gen 4 episodes, but I wasn't really watching them, and then I just didn't. If I saw Pokemon on the TV, I'd change it from Gen 5 onward.
Why? Was it bad?
No, I just didn't want to watch it.
Fair
Like
enough.
4, it was like I wasn't keeping track of it, but I was like, oh, Pokemon, you know, I'll watch it. From 5, I was like, I don't care. I don't want to watch it. I'm just going to play the games. Yes, you can. That's what I've been doing this whole time. It's just I'm not fully paying attention, so I'm fucking up my parries. This whole game, basically, the whole point of the gameplay in this is you learn the patterns of the boss and you parry those attacks. And I'm decent at it, which makes me happy, because this is the first Souls-like where I felt like I'm actually good at it.
Some bosses are dodge bosses more than parry bosses, but you
Yeah.
can parry everything. So
Yeah,
if you're
in
good
theory
enough
you
at
can
one or the
parry
other,
everything,
you
but
can-
some
yeah.
bosses are easier if you just allow dodges instead of forcing yourself to parry. Here's the thing though, I'm a Misty Ash shipper, so I'm not gonna like XY that much.
Oh! Fun fact, you can parry Green Swamp Monster's Vomit.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta be good at it, you're in New Game Plus. I mean, you don't have to be good at it to beat the game. I will say, this is also the boss that taught me parry timings, so it's my favorite, and I know its patterns the best.
This is just a warm-up, but
Yeah,
also
this is
she's
to-
not really taking the game too
This is to get me
seriously
back in the
today.
group, because it's been months since I've played. And since I'm
I'm
familiar
always
with this
playing
guy,
Lies of
this is
P.
the best one to get me back in the rhythm of things.
Lies of P is one of those bicycle games for me, where it's like, I never forget
You
how to
never
play
forget it, you just get a little rusty. It's also just
but then I get
so
my-
good.
I shake the rust off very quickly, though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I went from my movement feeling awkward to I'm parrying most of these now, so.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm not good at it. I'm just saying that that's not necessarily the case for everyone. Like, even before they added difficulty options, I'm sure plenty of people could get to endgame without being amazing at parrying.
Yeah. You don't always need
As
to
long
be a
as you
parry
do
god in
some
order to beat this
parries
game.
and you dodge, you're good. Like, we had a buddy who refused to ever parry, and he did not progress until he stopped doing that. You do need to parry sometimes,
Yeah.
but you
Well,
can
he was
also
a
dodge.
dumbass.
Well,
He
yeah,
was
he's also a
just really
dumbass who
big
refuses
dumbass.
to. If something
refused
isn't
to put
working
any
on the
points into
boss,
health.
rather than adapting to the boss, he goes, "Nah, I'm gonna just do it till it works," which is
Yeah.
not how this works.
He beat the entire game without putting any points into health, which partially I respect, but also
I
like,
don't respect it at
why?
all. I don't respect it at all.
I mean, I respect that he was able to do it, because I wouldn't have the patience to do that.
Here's the thing: I
But-
would have if it weren't for the fact of his reasoning. Because from
'cause
his
he said
point
it
of
was,
view,
like, pussy
putting
shit
points
or
in health
something.
is easy mode, which is not true, and he's just being stupid. If he was saying because he wanted to do it because he thought it was more fun that way, fine. If he wanted to do it because he's like, oh well, it's more of a challenge that way, fine. But saying no, putting health is like bitching out and cheating. No, you're being a stupid ass. Like, they expect you to put some points in health.
Would Stoner be as entertaining as he is if he wasn't a stupid ass, though?
To me, yes, because he ends up more infuriating than anything. I have more of a temper than you do.
I don't know about that. I think that he just individually frustrates you specifically more than me.
A lot of things frustrate me more than you.
True. But a lot of things frustrate me more than you. It's almost like we're different people.
It's almost like the Wonder Twins aren't actually twins. Or related at all.
Or related. I was gonna say, we're not even twins. Yeah, no, his argument was literally just like, if you put any points in health, you're a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, you're making the game too easy for yourself. And I was like, no, not dying in one hit does not make you a bitch.
No, it allows you to make mistakes, which is a very human thing. Like if
They
you
had
want
the
to play
flawless
without putting points in it,
game
that's
bosses.
fine. But don't pretend that people who put any points into their health are cheating. That's not how this works.
Eliza P level 1 is possible. It's been done
Yeah.
by the exact same streamer.
It just fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I love about this game is, like, I can't do multiple playthroughs in a row consecutively, just because, like, even being comfortable with this, it can take a while to beat, just because you might slip up and then, you know, you die. Like that. But, like, if I give some time between playthroughs, I could keep replaying this game forever. Like, it's just really fun.
This is the best. It's the best Souls-like. If you haven't played it, you really need to. If you're into Souls-likes, and you haven't played it.
It's very good. All the issues that you usually have in a Souls-like, they pretty much were like, yeah, we're not going to do that. And especially now that they added DLC, they added a bunch of quality of life changes that were gripes that Tranks and I had, like very small ones. And now we don't even have those because they fixed them.
They
It's
weren't,
nice.
for me, they weren't even really gripes. It was like, wait, you can do that? You don't have to have that minor annoyance in there? That's crazy. Bro, what? Man,
Well,
that's crazy. I mean, I
let
wouldn't
me
have thought of that,
rephrase.
but I'm
It
not a
wasn't like
genius game
gripes with
designer that
Liza
works for
P. It was
FromSoft.
gripes with Souls-likes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like,
Yeah.
I never would have thought of that, but also I'm not a genius game designer who works for FromSoft, so it's not really my job to think of that
Yeah. Our job is to play and praise them.
and make fun of the game.
Yeah. I need to heal. I need to heal so bad. I need to pay attention and stop talking shit.
Oh, I don't recommend parrying the vomit attack. It doesn't really work.
I'm not going to try to. But yeah, imagine saying you're a bitch for using game mechanics. Exactly. My guy. It was designed with that in mind.
We would play the finals too, and he would always play medium, and I would say, why aren't you playing light? You're increasing your health. You're a bitch.
That's pretty good. Ah, fuck. So, a little rundown on parries. You can block attacks, and then if you block with perfect timing, that'll get you a parry, and the way you can tell is the spark when the attack hits the weapon is red. And then red attacks can only be parried. You cannot block them, you cannot dodge them. Yo, you're a pussy, you wear armor? Yeah. It's like, dude, come on. If you want to put challenges on yourself, that's fine, but don't act like doing it is the only way you're supposed to play. That's clearly not intended.
Hey, I finally got to phase 2 on Green Swamp Monster. Let's
Hey,
go.
congrats, it's the easier phase.
You think so?
No, I'm fucking with you. It's harder, but the patterns are easier for me. Specifically because I hate the attack where he just goes underground.
He does that in phase 1 too.
No, he doesn't do that in phase 2. That's what I'm saying. Like, I hate that attack in phase 1. Because that's the only one that I don't really have the timing down, because it depends how far he is from you when he does it.
Oh, he's crabbing.
Crib! With the mustache! When their health bar turns white like that, if you do a fully charged heavy attack, you stagger them, and then you can smack them for like a visceral attack, Bloodborne style.
Oh, I thought I was far enough away.
God damn it. I also thought I was far
gonna
enough
ask-
away. I was not.
I was gonna ask, were the Gen 4 seasons of Pokemon anime any good? Because like That was the one Pokemon generation that actually had a plot. Oh, well, Gen 5
I didn't watch it enough to be able to tell you. I just saw it occasionally.
I was mostly asking chat. Because I think
fair enough.
I think I vaguely remembered you saying that you hadn't seen it, but
Yeah, I saw some episodes. I liked Dawn as a character. I just wasn't really paying attention.
they were pretty okay. I don't know what Dawn's character is, to be honest. The only one
It's the same character as all the other female trainers, which is girl.
I mean,
And also contests, once they added contests in.
I mean that was May, but like Misty was pretty different from that, I thought.
Yeah, because they didn't have contests yet. You think I'm joking, but like I'm not.
Well, no one ever accused the Pokemon anime of having good writing.
Like after Gen 3, girl trainers like in the party had less of an emphasis on actual combat. I need to pay attention. I need to lock the fuck in.
No, you will not spit on me. That is disgusting and undignified.
I got it with. Oh, I beat his robo ass. I'm working on it. That was almost a very early dodge. Or parry. Ooh, health back. Thank you. All the others were either contest trainers or gym leader adjacent. Yep.
Team Galactic is the best evil team, honestly.
They were pretty good.
I just like that Cyrus
Die,
is like,
motherfucker!
oh, you beat him? Good
Yeah.
job.
Now to do difficulty 4 and cry.
Oh wait, what difficulty were you on?
3, which is the
Did he
highest
call
you can do at base without having fought them yet. I assume now that I've done 3, I can unlock 4. Yeah, see, now I can do 4. But 3 on the other ones, you'll see 3 is the highest you can start with.
You also using the Puppet Ripper? Are
What, I'm sorry?
you using the Puppet Ripper, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I'm using the Puppet Ripper. Mhm.
Okay. Oh, I forgot about that attack, shit.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if I used the Scissor Blade, it probably would have gone faster.
Yeah.
But I just really like my Puppet Ripper.
Puppet Ripper needs a buff. It falls off way too quickly.
It's so cool to fall off so fast. I still want Virgil to have an origin form Palkia, but the origin forms look so weird. They're so goofy. Okay, let's fight this guy again on 4. I'll start with Puppet Ripper, and when I inevitably struggle, I'll swap to the Scissor Blades. But it knows how to Judgment Cut. You know what? I'll give you that. That's fair.
Have you practiced the Scissor Blade? Do you know how it works?
On my Scissor Blade run, this was
you
my
did
Scissor Blade run,
okay.
and it said that I like had finished with Vanini, so I've passed him with Scissor Blade already, at least.
I forgot that you had even done a Scissor Blade run.
Well, I had started one, I never finished it.
Right, but you at least had some practice with it.
Oh yeah, no, I've used it. I love this fucking thing. This thing's sick as shit. Just turn on crit mode.
I do double damage now. Have fun.
I do double damage, and I still hit fast. Bye! He would have a Mega Houndoom. 100%. I feel like Virgil would have a Frostlass, if only because that's probably the closest I can think of to, other than, like, just thematically, probably the closest I can think of that would work for, like, the Japanese weeb shit. Could be, like, the Yamato. I do love that his coat in the notes is called Goth Weeb Jacket. Or no, sorry, Samurai, Goth Samurai coat, but basically, yeah. It's great.
I wish Frostlass was good.
So do I. Frostlass is a really cool design. And it's based off of a Yuki Onna. I love Frostlass so much. The only way I can use it on a team is having it as trying to think of the name of the move. As a Destiny Bond Pokemon. Because you can make it really fast. And it can get Shadow Tag as its ability, and then things can't run from it.
Damn.
I apologize for not talking a lot. I am trying to lock in on this one and not just goof.
Sit down, kid. Gen 4 had the best like new Pokemon roster of any generation.
It also had a really fun map, I will say.
Yeah, Gen 4 is the best.
It was a fun region.
Like,
Three
was the
and
best
4
region.
are up there for me. 2 had my favorite story. But I didn't
Really?
necessarily care
That's-
too much for some of the Pokemon or the area. But I liked the story of 2 a lot.
That's a very uncommon opinion.
Yeah. That's why I didn't say 2's story was the best. I said I liked 2.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Kalos had the original fashion. Of course it had the best fashion. Yeah, I'll check it out later if you're still streaming when I'm done. Have a good one. Beat people with Pokemons. I need you to watch that one. I need you to watch that one.
Sorry, Green Swamp Monster.
That's okay. You can rewind to it. Oh my god. Oh god, that was a real show. It's the Sylvie saw it. Yeah, you
Damn it,
too.
The one time I missed that berry. Alright, let's see what happened. I can't rewind the stream while
More
it's
saw
going.
it too. Just put Jesus in all caps in chat.
I can't rewind the stream while it's going. On to YouTube, I might be able to.
Maybe. God. If you can't, then I'll let you know what it was. It was very funny. It was brutal. I think he literally one-shot me. I had full health.
You did.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. You were missing a little bit.
Okay.
Like maybe 1/6 of your health. But yeah, you did
Menacingly
an
sharpens
ungodly-
blades, stabbed and killed
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah.
That was a funny one.
He killed you. Yeah. He killed you very, very quickly.
It
He
was
did an
very
ungodly amount of
funny.
damage.
It was like that scene in Indiana Jones where the guy does all the flourishes and then he just pulls out the gun and shoots him.
Pulls up the gun and shoots
Yeah.
him. Do you know the story behind why that scene is the way it is?
Yes. And it's great.
Yeah.
Oh, my ear's itchy. Danger is near. It's not my nose this time, but I'm itchy. Oh, and now my nose is
I thought it was
itching.
your nose.
My nose is now itching as well. There we go. Gotta go into crit mode.
Damn.
Oh, I did it too late. I took too long in crit mode.
You're not getting away from me. I have the booster glaive. Don't you know? I can hit
You
from
can't
across the
outrun me,
entire world.
motherfucker.
I always forget about that attack. Oh.
Ah, fuck. Fuck. Oh, I have DMs.
Oh, I forgot about the grab. Hope this doesn't instantly kill me. It didn't.
Boy, baby. Oh god, your breath is so bad. Those greenies cannot get here any quicker.
Green Swamp Monster is fucking dead. Honestly, I think that's going to be the most difficult boss for me to do Deathless. I have to
Swamp
practice it like
monsters?
so much.
Have I been saving up for Saber and Archer and HSR? No, mostly because MiHoYo's pretty damn... Well, not like Kudo levels of generous, but they're pretty generous with their currencies. And I'm trying to get Cypher, because I've got Guaranteed. And I'm pretty close to Soft Pity, and she's perfect for my Acheron team. Especially now that my Acheron is E2. So I can swap Pela out for her, and then have a buffer as well. And my Acheron will be even stronger. But no, I'm not saving for it, because I don't really care about... If they have constellations, I don't really care about constellations. And I don't even necessarily know that I'll try to go for both of them. Just because, you know, it's cool, but I'm not a huge Fate fan. So I'm not going to be heartbroken if I don't get them. I do want to get Archer, though.
I feel warmth.
Oh, is he free? Nice. So then, yeah, I'll probably at least try for Arthur. Or, sorry, Saber. Saber. Yeah, she's gonna be on banner. Dude, one of our challenges for this should be getting, like, beating it with a weird controller. Like, not dance pad, but, you know.
I don't know if I would enjoy that, to be honest.
You'd rather do Deathless?
Yeah.
Wow.
Have I mean, look, I've, making the controls bad is not something that really appeals to me
I didn't say
in any
bad,
way
I
at
said
all.
difficult. Consider playing Lies of P with your fight stick. Or your flight stick.
That would be a fucking nightmare.
Don't be a bitch, come on!
I don't want to. I really just don't want to.
Fair enough.
Just because I would have to move the camera with the fucking hat switch, and that would be awful.
You don't have to move the camera in a boss fight.
True. Well, honestly, like, that wouldn't be that much different than just using a controller. It would just be different.
Well, yeah, because I figured if I suggested something very different, you'd say absolutely not.
I'm already saying absolutely not.
I
don't wanna
know.
play it with a weird controller. You can do that. By
I'm
all
probably gonna
means.
try doing it with a fight stick at some point.
Okay. I feel like that wouldn't be that hard.
Precious, stop. Well, there's only one joystick.
Oh. Oh. Oh, I see your point.
And there's no D-pad, because all directional inputs are that joystick.
The use of points is well seen. Boy, the rafters in the freaking cathedral are gonna be a nightmare, huh?
Precious, stop licking me. Your breath's bad. I appreciate the intent of giving kisses, but no.
Oh, all right, break time. I'll be back.
Okay. The puppy kisses have for once betrayed their owner. Yeah, her breath is so bad right now. We ordered some greenies and they're gonna get here tomorrow, but until then I have to suffer with her breath. That was bullshit. Fuck. Hi. I think it's Zadok. If it's not, feel free to tell me and I will correct myself. Hello. I'm doing the new mode where you can refight the bosses. I think it's memory mode? Or memories and something? This is difficulty 4. I just unlocked 4. I also just started playing it. I'm working on 4 so I can try and get 5. Oh, not the ad break. Can I? Nope, I can't. Sorry, you're gonna have to deal with dancing ad break me for a little bit. So I cannot pause. Dick move. Okay, come the fuck on. That should not have been close enough. Not falling for that grab. Still not falling for that grab. Precious, out of there. Don't you dare touch my cables. Precious, out. Now. Thank you. No, no grab for you. There we go. Ooh, another heal. Sorry that I'm not talking, but I'm really locked in. Nope, you're not grabbing me, motherfucker. Ooh, you might hit me with that though. Aw, oh, so close. Damn. I fucking love this game so much. All right, give me 1 sec. Precious, Pupper, do you need to go outside, baby? Yeah. Okay, my dog needs to go. Hi, Em. My dog needs to go out, so I will be right back. So let me. Oh, that's the wrong font. Properties. Let me lower the size of this one because it's going off screen. And it is not centered either anymore. There. There we go. Okay, I'll be right back. back. Turn that off. I forgot to check and see that my controller overlay is actually showing things correctly. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Thank you. How you guys doing? Ooh. Good, I'm glad. Welcome to a Thursday stream. Lasagna! That sounds delicious. Fuck. Oh, nice. Get some nice free time. Ah. You guys do little dinners every now and then? Oh, you fucker. Oh, okay. Unfortunate. Hmm. Tis unfortunate. Yeah. They're just closer to where the house guest lives. A wise choice. What can you do? Oh, I didn't think that would count. Oh, I'm dead. Stop licking with your nasty breath! Pupper, pull me down. I don't want my legs to smell all stanky. I'm doing all right. I've actually been able to practice my singing again, which makes me happy, because singing is good stress relief for me. So I'm in a better mood overall. Tranks came back from his vacation, so he's vibing. He's AFK, but he's vibing. Don't you dare lick me, I feel you there. I'm fine with your kisses, but your breath is very bad. That jerk. What? What did he do? Pupper, you're gonna get caught and you're gonna unplug my controller. And if I lose a run because you unplug my controller, I'm gonna be upset. No, don't lick me. It didn't let me do the thing. Ooh, I gotta sneeze. And it went away, sure. There we go. Boom. I don't know why I stayed there. I don't know why I thought that would work out. I knew he was gonna blast electricity everywhere. I don't know why I thought that wouldn't kill me. God damn it. Ooh. Thank you for the preemptive bless you, Sylvie. Let's see, how much faster would this be if I just did the Tranks method? Where is it? I don't remember what it looks like because of how rarely I use it. There it is. Alright, so yeah, that's more damage. Let's see, if I use this one, how much quicker will this go? Did I not say? I didn't save it, did I? Okay. Well. Yeah, you told me. I'm glad. Because that sounded like it was a pain. It's around here somewhere. There it is. Weapon assemble. Yes. There we go. Ooh. Fuck. Hi, Mars.
am back.
Welcome back. M's here.
And-
Also, Mars came back.
M's here. M's here? Mm-hmm. Hi, M.
Did you do something?
What? What?
I'm
me?
asking if you did something with M. She's unhappy with you, apparently.
Oh. What the hell am
You
I
don't have
doing
to tell
here?
me what
Dem-
if you did something. I'm just curious if I'm reading too far
Dem's
into it.
invited me to be here. That's why I'm here. No, she's mad at me because I ditched her the other night to play Helldivers.
Oh.
Which I'm sorry, Em. I regret doing that.
I'm sorry, M, but democracy requires. I'm
No,
sorry.
it was
I
a
shouldn't.
very, very bad decision, and she was 100% correct.
Okay, I was kidding, and I couldn't even, commit to that.
Yeah.
So sorry.
That's okay. I didn't get enough sleep that night, and I have still not properly recovered from it. So I'm still very tired. I should have just like talked to you a little bit and then gone to bed at my regular time instead of staying up and playing that game.
Oh, was that the one with Salty where we just got tilted as shit and we had headaches?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you did tell me that M told you to go to bed and you didn't, and you should have listened to her. I do remember that.
Yeah.
So I can confirm he did immediately regret it and feel like he should have listened to you.
Thank you. I didn't expect you to still be upset about it, but I am sorry.
But he had to fight for freedom. For democracy, Sylvie, for democracy.
And democracy. Freedom and democracy.
It's
And
managed
liberty.
freedom.
And managed democracy.
Yeah. I do still, like, even if I don't necessarily pay attention much to it, I do enjoy getting the Ghost Diver server pings. Especially because one of them was like, this other group and this other group have agreed to help us. Like, there's other Discord servers of Helldivers that are like, now we're on the same page, and I love that so much.
Yes, there's two that the two I know of are the Ghost Divers and Kai's Commandos. I've
Yeah,
met both
Kai's
of them, but I
Commandos are the
don't-
ones
I
they were
just-
talking about. They said
Yeah.
Kai's Commandos are
Yeah.
with us on this, and I'm like, that's fucking
Yeah.
great. I adore that. That's funny.
Yeah.
Ah, that's fair, Em. Hey, you should send her a bunch of shit so that's no longer the first thing she sees.
I mean, I sent her the information about where the riots were gonna be. I gave you information to remain safe.
Ooh, ooh. That was an ouchie. Okay, Mars, bye.
I figured you would be. I was just giving you the information.
House guest is back, so M's having lasagna.
Ooh, homemade lasagna. I'm jealous. Did she get run out of her apartment again?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or at the very least, didn't feel
sucks.
safe there. But she is there for safety reasons, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's where I think it is, she is like kind of smack in the city center, so I don't blame her for feeling that way.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, yeah, that's fair. That's completely valid to be freaked out by. I'm trying the booster glaive to see if that makes this go any faster.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you using the booster glaive?
Yeah,
Have
I
you
am.
Really sucked
Well, I'm
at
using my
level?
version of it, which is the booster glaive handle with the saw blade. With the surgical saw blade.
What does the blade fable art on that do?
It's like a double slam. Like that. It's got good damage, but it's slow, so I usually don't use it. I usually use the handles fable.
Oh, it's the one, the big like down slam, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's 2 if you have
I
3
like,
fable meter. If you don't, it's just 1.
yeah. I like the default booster glaive blade.
It's a good one, but I like the extra damage on this one.
And the range.
Because remember,
too.
I'm not
The
as
range
good at
on this
finding
one.
openings as you are, so the less I have to get in there, the better. So.
True. It's easier to. I find it easier to find openings with the default because it's lighter, so you can swing it faster.
Yeah, but even with that, I fuck them up, so I'm okay with getting less openings if it means the ones I get hit hard.
And before I forget, did you update to the latest version of Ubuntu?
It should have worked.
So when you restart, you might get the Linux equivalent of the blue screen of death. Just because it's an unstable update. So I will send you some commands in Discord DMs to fix the problem.
It's an unstable update and they pushed it through?
Linux, man.
Huh. Well, I mean, I
too.
figured the case would be that, like, you could get the unstable one, but they wouldn't, like, automatically send it to you.
I believe it's a, I believe it's like a, I forget what you call it, but it's like a, there's like the full patches, and then there's like the halfway points where they'll
The
do like
snapshots.
smaller things. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I think it's a middle of the year snapshot, but it depends on how you.
What did it say? What did it say? What? Oh, I could have killed it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I want to hit level 5, damn it. I need to look up and see how this... Oh yeah, send those to M. She said she can't lose access to that computer.
I understand. I know that's your only computer. That's why I'm saying, like, I just had problems. You may just restart after you install the update, and it may be fine. Most people didn't have any problems, but enough people were having problems. Like, I had problems. I was up like super late last night trying to figure out how to fix it. So I will send you the fix that I finally found.
Combat memories stats. I gotta see what stats combat memories expects us to have.
That's a very good question. I genuinely don't know how this.
Yeah, like
works
I'm
at all.
looking that up not because I'm like I want to be overpowered, but like if I'm understated, I want to know. Oh yeah, Linux updates are going a bit wild.
It depends on your hardware.
She's using SteamOS because it's the Steam Deck.
Right. But
What's
well,
this
that's
called?
a custom Linux distro specifically designed for that hardware. So
Yeah,
it
but
should be okay.
the last update from SteamOS specifically made one of her games unplayable.
Right, but
That's
that would
all
be a
she's
problem
saying.
on Steam's end, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Let's see. I believe this is the thread where I found the solution. Yes, this was the series of commands. I'm posting it in DMs. Oh, that's your DMs, not M's. There you go. The double ampersand, like, you can string multiple commands together with it. So, if you put in a command and then do the double ampersand and then put in another command, it will run the first command and then immediately after run the second one. So, that guy was just doing it that way to be a little bit more efficient, because then he could walk away from his computer for longer, because it probably took him a long time to execute those, because it has to go through and update and check for updates for every single package that he has. So, but you can do them individually if you want. You don't have to do it that way.
Okay, so supposedly the battle memories have set stats. They don't change based on yours. So let me just read this paragraph because it made me laugh. A couple of other things to note about the boss rematch mode. The difficulty levels are not affected by new game level. They are completely static. And whoo boy, does level 5 have hands. At 50 vitality, the Parade Puppet Master was doing about 80% of my health bar in one hit once he entered phase 2. On level 5. Also, while the bosses aren't affected by new game level, you get to bring in your character with any and all upgrades and items your file currently has. So if you're on New Game Plus 2 with a maxed out P organ and a really high level, it'll make it easier for you.
There you go.
So yeah. Level 5 got hands. Also, apparently when you beat him on level 5, you get cute little stickers you can... Or not stickers, cute little pins you can put on his item pouch. I'm gonna send you a picture of it. It's very cute. I need all of them, which means I'm going to hate my life. But that's okay, because I'll look cute as shit.
Oh, well, that's... I gotta get the Luxatia one.
You should! Yeah, that's good. Good luck. You have to beat her on 5.
Dude, Luxatia is easy. No problems.
If you fuck up once, you will die. She will one-shot you.
Yeah, I just won't fuck up. Easy.
Alright, now I'm gonna keep doing this, because if there's any pin I have to get, I have to at least get this, guys.
Oh yeah, he's your favorite boss.
He's my favorite boss. I gotta. Maybe I should bring the umbrella so I can go more aggressive. Because if I do a heavy... He is, yeah. So if I do a heavy, it'll block for me.
Yeah, I don't want to tell you what I'm eating because you're gonna get pissed off at me again.
Can you DM me? I won't tell her. I'm just genuinely curious.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even block that one. Ah, I see why. Okay. As Kirby always says, this umbrella works wonders for murdering.
That's a direct quote from Kirby himself.
Well, yeah, Sylvie knows him personally.
Also, no comment. But yes, I'm eating the shitty boxed rice again.
Yeah,
Good.
I had
like
to resist the urge to laugh the moment I read that, because I was like, I'm gonna give it away, and I said I wouldn't tell her. I met Kirby once. He said Pollo and held me at knife point. Classic Kirby. I mean, it probably won't. It'll make him miss yours, but he'll probably still like this one.
True.
Oh, I fucked up. I will get your pin. I will.
Is my mic making annoying noises?
No, I'm not hearing them if it is. That doesn't mean it's not, because I don't have headphones, but I'm not hearing them.
Sylvie says nope.
Yep. There you go. Verdict is in. No, it is not.
Alright, good. 'Cause
Why,
it's
is the
making
wind tunnel
annoying
on?
noises for me. No, but I'm eating, and I normally, like, I don't know, I mute, but I have my filter turned up high enough that it shouldn't
It
be
should-
making noise,
yeah.
but
I will say, even if your filter isn't getting it, I do have noise suppression on both of our audios, so it's possible that OBS could get it as well.
that's good.
I'm risking the run. Okay. I needed to know if that can block red attacks. It can. No, we're doing this now, are we?
So did you look up how to get into the DLC?
No. Because I'm not intending on playing it tonight, so. I'll look it up before Sunday. Because I'm not going to start the stream without knowing, but, you know, I'm not going to. Oh, I wasn't out of the way in time. I like my umbrella. Now, when you say rice from a box, do you mean like rice-a-roni?
No, it's like fried rice in a box that you take out and you put in the microwave and you heat it up.
Oh, that sounds fine.
It's got like chicken and vegetables and stuff in it.
Yeah, that sounds decent. I'm not saying it sounds amazing, but it doesn't sound like complete shit.
I mean, it's good. It's just not, you know, M quality rice.
It's just not handmade quality. So my dad makes a mean fried rice. Insert Asian joke here. Honestly, I forget until you mention it.
I randomly asked em the other day, like last week sometime, how often she eats kimchi, and it turned into a massive rant. It was so funny.
My kimchi kicks so much ass, you have no idea. It's true, I don't, and I probably never will. Fake Korean.
She was only half Korean.
I think M is too.
No, she's 100%.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah. I forget its name was Kimchi. Was not sure that would time out right.
Nice.
I was not sure I was going to time that right because I couldn't see his arm, which is usually what I time it off of. Oh, I got the grab. Ooh, 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 ooh. That grab is so brutal, the animation. Actually, do I want to swap something out?
Wasn't it like a debate between your parents, Em? Like when your mom got pregnant with you, like they were trying to decide like whether they should go back there or stay here. I think you told me that story once.
You're not supposed to do that move before you get electricity on you? The fuck?
I've never seen him do that move.
I've never seen him do it before phase 2.
Yeah, that's what I mean without phase 2.
That's
yeah,
nuts.
I've never seen him do it. Imagine how much worse school would have been, Em.
Oh god, don't even. Grabbing you the last time got him riled up, I guess. He normally doesn't grab me, like I normally avoid it, so he probably was feeling himself. Now, this is where I expect you to do that move. Yep, there it is. That makes sense. I don't know why you did it before.
So you're telling me South Korea is a cyberpunk dystopia, basically? That's wild.
Fuck. I did it slightly too late. I hear the beauty standards are absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I did like the plastic surgery capital of the world.
And the sheer amount of, like, you need all of these products to look pretty and get your routine going. Cyberpunk's entire thing, other than, because Cyberpunk is an aesthetic, but in addition to the aesthetic, at least the version that Tranks is referring to, like 3 corporations control literally everything. Oh, I didn't parry it. I'll probably use the Puppet Ripper again after this try. Or maybe after the next try, because I immediately got almost one shot.
You can watch Edge Runners. That's honestly like a pretty good Cyberpunk story.
And it's the
Blade Runner.
same universe as like the game, which is mostly what he's talking about.
I would say Cyberpunk the universe is probably, these days it is the like most pure example of what Cyberpunk is.
Yeah.
As you would expect.
Because a lot of cases sometimes we'll just do the aesthetic and not necessarily go with the overarching theme of, you know, corporatism. Like Valhalla does it, but not everything does. Probably. It's probably where the name comes from.
Actually, no.
No?
The word cyberpunk massively predates Cyberpunk the franchise.
Oh.
The first cyberpunk novel is widely considered to be Neuromancer, which is it was released in 1984.
Well, the first one, yes,
Will
but
you
the
play
first
it?
one to use the term, we mean.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's retroactively considered cyberpunk because
Yeah.
obviously the term didn't exist at the time. But
The first like
Cyberpunk,
use of the term.
I believe it was the novel Cyberpunk.
Cool.
Was where it first came from. Or there was a short story in 1983. Oh, that actually predates Neuromancer. That's interesting.
That's cool.
But yeah, the history of Cyberpunk is pretty complicated. But yeah, no, it doesn't come from Cyberpunk, the franchise, ironically.
No, what I'm wondering
It's
is where did using blank punk as a term for like futuristic stuff come from? Because there's also steampunk, like,
Cyberpunk was the original one, and all the other ones.
and then
spun
they
off
just
from
kind
it.
of go off cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Makes
Well,
sense.
Not really.
Well, I'm
Most
saying
of
the term,
other,
just
like,
the term.
Most of the other like something punk subgenres are just kind of like, are just aesthetics, really. They
No,
don't
I know.
really
I'm
play
just saying
into
the
same-
term, not necessarily like what they are.
Yeah, they don't really play into the same like
No, they usually
high-tech,
don't.
low-life theme. Of,
Steampunk usually
the
goes
same
for
punk
like
aesthetic, yeah.
industrialism.
Victorian England basically is where.
Well,
that-
yes, but I'm
that
saying
whole
like
aesthetic comes from,
thematically,
yeah.
if there's like a, you know, big company is bad, it's more about industrialism rather than the companies themselves.
Yes, and diesel punk is the same way generally. And then there's some other ones. There's there's a lot of like. There's a lot of them that like have-
Probably, Sylvie,
are
honestly.
basically- are
Sorry.
entirely defined by one piece of media. Like, there's biopunk, which is pretty much entirely defined by Bioshock, the game. And that typically has like the Art Deco aesthetic, which I love Art Deco. That's my favorite.
It's very
architectural
pretty. It's a
style
shame we
probably.
didn't use it for
Oh,
longer.
it's so cool. A lot of the DC shows, the animated cartoons, were inspired by the Art Deco style. I wish we would still make buildings in that style.
Yeah,
Dude,
we
I went to
really
Whole
should
Foods
have,
the other day.
like, buildings especially, of all the things, should really have lasted longer with Art Deco. It's very pretty.
Yeah.
And it's
just
not hard
expensive
to
make them
incorporate
that
it
way.
into like a standard efficient building design, you know?
True. True. I was in a Whole Foods the other day, or well, this was actually before I went on my vacation, but you know what I mean. And I was like,
Yeah.
damn, this is a really nice building. Why can't we build buildings that look this cool? Yes, Sylvie, Batman the Animated Series. That is the shit right there.
That show also just had a really good art style.
It did. Like I said, heavily Art Deco inspired. Especially, or not so much. Superman the Animated Series was much more Art Deco inspired. And then it sort of carried over. But yeah. Yeah, I love Batman the Animated Series. It's so good. That was another, like, I guess technically children's show that had some like genuinely good stories in it.
Yeah. Like a baby doll.
Oh, baby doll. I feel so
Heartbreaking.
bad for her. Holy shit.
Heartbreaking.
Oh man.
The good Batman is the Batman that understands why his villains are the way they are.
Yeah. I like for me the scene at the very end where he finally gets through to her and she's like crying and hugging him
Why
at the
couldn't
end.
you just let me play pretend?
Yeah. Yeah,
Heartbreaking.
that is like one of the most iconic scenes from Batman the Animated Series.
It's so good, but so heartbreaking.
That and the one where Harley Quinn kidnaps Batman because she's like, oh, if I kidnap you and like
It
finally
was the
Joker can kill you,
circus. He said it was the
he'll love me.
circus.
Yeah.
And yeah, the
then-
Justice League continuation where he helped Ace is another classic, very good Batman writing moment.
That is like hands down.
That's,
I think,
like,
probably
my
the best
favorite.
Batman scene. Yeah.
Because like it's one thing to have him sympathize with a villain, but you can tell he clearly sees himself in her, especially with the line of like, they got their weapon, I got cheated out of my childhood. You understand about that, don't you? It's like, yeah, he does. I honestly like wanted to cry with Ace when she was like, I'm going to die soon. Yes, I'm scared. Will you stay with me? I was like, Ace. I don't necessarily read comics, but the DC tends to get its animated shows really, really well done.
Damn, I didn't even pick up on that. I forgot that his
that makes
I
it.
forgot his dog was named Ace. Holy
Why
shit.
did you fucking posthumously make me hurt more? Oh, he named his dog after her. The baby.
Ace the Bat Hound. Mm-hmm. Batman Beyond was so good. Can we
I
please get
really,
well,
a good chunk of these shows I might have seen like one episode of. I really need to watch them.
Batman
I love
Beyond,
Harley
would say, is
Quinn's
the
twin
weakest.
granddaughters,
Oh my god, that shit is so funny.
Dee Dee and Dee Dee.
See, that is the shit that I always bring up whenever people are talking about like the modern incarnations of Harley Quinn that just don't get her right.
Yeah.
Is like
The
forget
voiced
that-
by Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
wait, Arlene Sorkin?
The
The granddaughters were voiced by Sabrina.
the granddaughters,
Okay.
yes, the granddaughters, Dee
I was
Dee.
gonna say, I
Both
don't
of them are Sabrina the Teenage Witch's actress.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure Arlene Sorkin did not voice.
No, not Harley Quinn. That's fair.
Yeah, people forget.
For me with Batman, it's less of the superhero aspect, and a lot of Batman stuff is supposed to be like mental and psychological issues that these characters are having.
I think if your only exposure to superhero stuff is like the modern day movies,
Which
I
is
completely
not a
understand.
great.
Yeah.
I will say early Marvel Cinematic Universe is a good indicator. The rest of them, no.
The first Iron Man is fucking peak. That is such a good movie.
Tony built this in a cave with a box of
With a box of
scraps.
scraps. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not Tony Stark. The scene where he flies for the first time is just like lives rent free in my head.
But yeah, like the early, basically Marvel movies up until like Endgame were good. I can't
Ooh, the
speak for
Sam
any
Raimi
after
ones,
that
so-
because I haven't seen enough of them to have my own opinion. But most people agree that they're okay.
Yeah, some of them are really good. Like I actually like the Captain America movies. A lot of people didn't really like those, but I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah, like they vary. They vary. Overall, like comparatively, the average is like, it's okay. But there's some
Yeah.
gems. I still really
Yeah,
like
they
Loki
really
the series as like as far as what it does in a vacuum. The fact that it brings in the multiverse is unfortunate, but it in
Yeah.
a vacuum is very good. It's not for everyone. Nothing's for
Yeah, no.
everyone. Other than
sure.
breathing and
For sure.
eating.
Breathing and eating.
And even then, some people can't breathe. Some people have machines breathe for them.
Damn, that's gotta suck. I feel for those people.
No, that is not for everyone. It's definitely not for me, so. There's
I
a
never saw the
Batman
Batman
meets
Ninja.
Dracula movie?
Oh hell yeah, of course there is.
Awesome. So apparently they made another Batman Ninja movie.
Okay.
It's Batman Ninja versus the Yakuza League.
Okay.
And I've seen a clip of the Flash in it. Yeah, they did. I've seen a clip of the Flash in it, and he basically was just like, "Oh, I'm in an anime now. Bet." Like it works pretty well for his personality. He goes extra wacky with it. I do need to watch both versions of Batman Ninja, because it's interesting in that the way they made it, the English dub is more like the story and like the vocals and everything are changed to be more like your traditional Western superhero stuff, and then the Japanese one is more like an anime. So watching it in either dub gives you a completely different experience.
Okay.
Is it good?
Yeah, that's the real question.
Because
with anything
when it
related
comes to Suicide Squad, that's the question. A lot of people fuck it up.
Is it like the classic characters or the shitty modern characters? Because man, holy shit, do they
I know
ever
that
not
there's a
have any idea what
series,
to
or
do?
at least there was a series, because I don't know if it's still going, with the predecessor to the Suicide Squad, which was like the Monster Commandos.
Unfamiliar with them, honestly.
I've just seen clips on YouTube. Harley King Shark. Okay, yeah, that's like the main group of them.
Harley Quinn is just so hit or miss now. I just feel like modern writers just have no idea what the fuck to do with her, and it's sad because she's
Monster
like a genuinely
Commandos,
great
yeah.
character. But
Part of the issue is less that writers don't know what to do with her, and more that because she is so well liked, she gets a lot of adaptations, which leads to inevitable Flanderization, which means depending on which version of her they're using as a reference, they won't necessarily be as close to the original vision of her.
you are 100% correct. That's a much better way of saying it than what
Yeah.
I said.
Because they know what to do with her, the
but-
problem is they don't know which one they should do.
The original. Go back to Batman the Animated Series, and you'll see how she actually is, and then you can.
I
you
feel
can go
like
from
there are some things in certain modern iterations that I'm like, yeah, you can keep that. But like,
the thing that I feel like people can't wrap their head around these days is just like, Harley Quinn is not actually supposed to be crazy. Like, if you take her away from the Joker, she can recover.
yeah, she's not
it's
insane.
like-
Joker didn't make her go crazy. Joker allowed her to ignore her inhibitions.
Yes.
That said,
partially.
she's not exactly great because even in her original series, she got in trouble because she tried to buy a dress and didn't let them take the tag off and thought they were trying to arrest
yeah.
her. She's not
100%,
all
yeah.
there, but she's not insane.
Right. But that's the thing is like,
So
you can see even from
the
that
whole point
episode-
of that series was to be a satire, so it was supposed to poke fun at like the baseline versions of characters. It's basically supposed to be like, oh yeah, everyone says Batman is an edgelord, so that's the joke of that one. She does have a
She does
PhD.
unironically have a PhD, yes.
I will say, as much as people don't like the Batman and Harley Quinn movie, I do like the one scene she has with Nightwing, where he's like, he calls her a criminal, and she goes, "A criminal? If you haven't noticed, I'm trying to go straight." and like just nobody will hire me. And he goes, you have a PhD? And she goes, oh yeah, here, let me give you my list of rejection letters. Turns out a lot of medical clinics don't, like, whatever medical clinic won't hire you if you're a felon, you know, just like every other health clinic in the world. It's like, yeah, she's smart, she has qualifications, it's just she kind of fucked up her life by doing crime.
Yeah. But it's like, she's not crazy like the Joker is.
No, she's not insane.
That's the thing.
She may act like it sometimes, but that's her trying to enjoy herself. That doesn't necessarily mean she has no sanity.
Well, it's her trying to be what she thinks the Joker wants her to be, because she's like obsessed with him.
Yes.
But it's like it's the whole point of her was like they're in a toxic relationship. Like that's
Correct.
it. Like if
Which-
you get her out of there,
which honestly,
she can turn out okay.
I am okay with 90% of the versions of Harley Quinn, even like the super modern flanderized one. I don't mind it because I know in that case she's just there to be fun rather than to really have substance. My issue is when ad break. My issue is when her relationship with Joker is like they frame or write it as an actual romance, and I'm like, he treats her like shit, dude. Come on.
Are we still audible during the ad breaks?
Yes.
Okay.
So we can chat with them. It's just that covers the screen.
Let's be honest, Sylvie. Dick is everyone's favorite Robin. He's the OG.
Yeah, straight up. He's a really good one. Honestly, pretty much every Robin people like better as the superhero they became after they were no longer Robin.
Peru. Jason Todd was infinitely better as Red Hood than he ever was as Robin.
100%. 100%. And while Dick was just as good of a Robin as Nightwing, that's just because he was the original Robin. Like, that's what I mean is, like, that's not to say his Nightwing wasn't good. His Nightwing was really good. It's just Robin is also very good. Man, I'm just now noticing from looking at this animation how wiggly the fluff in my ears are. Wiggle. Your bias as a Teen Titans TV show fan? I mean, we don't know which... Well, actually, no, I guess technically we do, because in the future episode, he becomes Nightwing, so that would imply he's Dick Grayson.
I'm like pretty sure that the Robin in Teen Titans is Dick Grayson. Yes.
In the episode where Starfire is tossed into the future, he became Nightwing. So that heavily implies that it's Dick Grayson.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They give him the mullet, too.
Why?
I don't know, dude. Maybe that was still his design at the time. I don't know. But they gave him the mullet. Isn't Nightwing the one that everyone is super horny for? Yeah. There's also a lot of jokes about his ass.
Yep.
I don't... yeah, he's an acrobat, so he's very fit. And flexible. Fucking, I don't know what character it is, but there's a comic where this character, there's like some mental bullshit applied to him where he can't see the faces of like certain people, and the panel has him going like, your fancy stuff might keep me from seeing faces, but I'd know that ass anywhere, and he's looking at Dick Grayson. It's so fucking funny. I gotta find it.
Yeah. Nightwing is the DC equivalent of like Leon Kennedy.
Yeah, no, 100%. Perfect. I had no clue how to word it. That is perfect. He is the Leon Kennedy of DC.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Copy image link.
Leon Kennedy is from Resident Evil.
He's basically the cool action hero heartthrob of that game. funny.
Considering this is Batman, that's kind of creepy.
That's Midnighter, apparently. Hang on. Somebody made this. And this is really funny. Dick Grayson in DC Comics is famous for many things, being the first Robin, a decent temporary Batman, his prowess and assets, especially his one, and then this picture.
Okay, sure.
That is from a panel. They straight up sculpted his ass. Like, what the fuck? Oh, God. Honestly, though, I'd know that ass anywhere is still hilarious to me every time I see it. I'd know that ass anywhere. Holy shit. We've only got a few minutes till the end of stream time, so I'm just gonna swap to just chatting.
Yeah.
But that does
Almost
give me
gonna
the
eat my
opportunity
rice.
to introduce a fun thing.
Oh boy.
Oh, your Fugi's not here.
That's okay.
You sure?
That's fine. I don't care.
Hi. Let me open up Twitch so I can enable it. Pause, go over here. Not drops and rewards. Creator dashboard. Yeah, the man is caked up.
Okay. That's enough rice for one night.
Let's see. I gotta hide some things so I can see which of these it is. Oh, no. I'd say if you can no longer fit anything in your stomach, you've had enough rice. Just a thought. Oh, my phone's going off. 1 sec. Oh shit, I need to reset this. I don't know if I can. Oh, I can. Okay, good. Good. That's fine. These need to be invisible. Oh, they are. That's the wrong one. This one. Hide those. Oh, this is the old one, though. Oh, well. All right, we are going to switch to a weird perspective. Bear with me here. The normal one. I forgot I made some changes since the version that I had available here, so I have to remove. Yes. Tools, source copy, paste. There it is. Okay. So we hide that. We hide that. Hide all of these. Can hide that. Make this one visible. Okay, and now I should be able to enable the redeems for it. So let me go do that real quick. No, I don't want to add one. I want to enable some. Let's see. There we go. And let me enable this. Then add scene. This one. Let's see, I gotta find a good spot on the screen for this. Let me nudge myself back up into my usual position here. There we go. And then I can put this right here. Actually, I can put it over chat in this spot over here. That doesn't matter. Those are the old messages anyway. There. All right. Bum ba ba ba. Anybody want to mix me a drink? So if you've never played Valhalla, it is VA11 Hall-A. It is a cyberpunk bartending game. I have recreated the UI of this game, and it actually works. So if you look up the Drinktionary for Valhalla, it's on the wiki. Any drink you can make in there, if you make it here, it will work. You can order drinks from me, but you can also just mix them yourself by picking the ingredients and stuff. If you check in the channel points, all 5 of the ingredients are there, as well as adding ice or aging the alcohol. And then to finish the drink, to finish the drink, you either blend or mix. There are set recipes, just because they're the ones from the game. If we as a group come up with new recipes, I can always add them and just figure out the Sprite later. But for now, it's just the ones that are actually in the game. So right now you can see there is 1 powdered delta in the shaker. They are not. This is from a video game.
Karmatrine is the one that gets you drunk.
Yes, that's the actual alcohol.
Yeah. So if a recipe calls for optional Karmatrine, fill that shit up all the way to the brim.
I will say optional Karmatrine was the bane of my existence when coding this.
Why? Oh.
Because, so the way that
Okay.
I have this set up, in order to make the code easier, I put it in an array. And I couldn't put a placeholder value in an array, so I couldn't just do wild for the amount. I had to put every amount of Karmatrine you could possibly put in without going over 20 ingredients.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that was rough. And then I had
once
to
you
do it
finish-
again for doubled versions of drinks.
Ugh. That's why it took you so long. Once you said
Yes.
it was a nightmare, like when
Oh,
I
the
was
vast
making this, I was
majority
like,
of the time
oh.
was getting the coding for recognizing the recipes. Everything else was very easy to code. Ba-ba-ba-bum. I will probably make like a nice version of this on its own website another time, so you don't have to scroll through a wiki. But there are all the recipes. Now, in theory, if my code works, when you finish your drink, a little pop-up should show up with what you made and who made it. The name being whoever finished the recipe. Have at it. Have fun. Ooh, so keep in mind, it'll tell you the ingredients, and then to the right, it'll tell you if it needs ice to be aged, and then whether it's going to be blended or mixed. Oh, I'm glad my animations are working. One of everything. I do intend to
there
play
is a
the
recipe
actual
for
game.
one
This
of
is from on stream at some point.
You're gonna do all the voices?
That's what I always do.
All right. Well, I was under the impression that we weren't playing Night in the Woods because you were waiting to get people to do the voices with you.
Was that my reasoning?
Yes.
Huh. Well, not anymore.
It's Sylvia ruined perfectly good alcohol.
So, if you do not do an actual recipe and you fuck it up, you ruined perfectly good alcohol. Oh, it's not showing the drink name, though. Hang on, let me go in studio mode and fix this. Here. There we go. You ruined perfectly good alcohol. Yeah. So for all of them, it'll say like name, mixed or blended, depending on which one you did to finish it, and then the drink name. If you did not get a correct recipe, it shows you the actual Sprite that you get in-game when you fuck up a recipe. Oh, shit. That was an accidental click. Ignore that. It shows you the actual thing you get when you fuck up. And I went in the game and purposely fucked up several times to get as many of the variation random key smash names it has when you fuck up as I could. And those are also in.
Nice.
So the drink I was thinking of is the Zen Star. It's 4 of each ingredient.
Oh. Make me a Zen Star then. The fun with this is someone can very easily fuck up your drink.
Yeah.
So what I want to do, I don't know if I'm gonna do this just because I don't know if I can. I would love to make either a new intro screen or like a just chatting screen like this one that is just the Valhalla UI, and then there's like a little sprite, Valhalla style sprite of me where the characters would be, and then chat would be where the dialogue goes. That sounds like it would look nice. The question is, am I capable of making that kind of pixel art? We will find out.
We will find out.
Yep. But I'm happy this worked out very nicely. Thank you, Shindigs,
Yeah,
for
it
the
does.
inspiration as always. Because Shindigs literally remade Papers, Please to play with his stream through OBS, which is cool as shit. And I was like, I want to do stuff like this, and then I did. Ba-ba. Yeah, the Valhalla UI has like a little bar that the people are at. So that'd be fun. I would love to do that. I have to try and get the hang of the art style. Because like, clearly I'm going to kind of like, so at least somewhat trace a little bit of the art just because I'm not an artist and I'm not good at it. But I still have to figure out like shading and shit for my hair and stuff. Is there a faster way? No, unfortunately. I will have to look in to see if there's a way. Oh, I have an idea. I can't code it in right now because if I do that, it'll fuck with your current redeems. However, I can probably set the channel points to go off with a chat command. So in that case, you could just copy paste the chat command and just paste it in for each individual one, and that would be much faster. But I haven't looked into how to do that yet. But yeah, this is just a fun little interactive thing for you guys for if like I'm not doing anything, boom, mix a drink, have some fun. We can come up with dumb little recipes. Do whatever we want. I'm glad the outline thing is working. Trace, you want to know how what I had to do to code that outline that like poofs out when you put something in the drink?
Haven't noticed it,
Just next time.
but sure.
There it is. So I made a drink in the game several times just to see how the UI changes when you do stuff. When you grab a
Oh, I see
can,
it, yeah.
yeah. So when you grab a can to start dragging it to the shaker opens up. I have it set so that the shaker only opens up once the hand's already there. But then when you drop the thing in, the shaker closes and you get a little like outline burst of the color of the ingredient. What I had to do was I made a single outline image that was white. I coded the animation where it like flies outwards, and then I put 5 different filters depending on the color of the ingredient. And what it does is when you hit the redeem, it activates the code that tells it which ingredient to move also tells that outline which color to be. And when it's done with the animation, it turns off the filter that it turned on.
Damn, that's crazy. So
it will switch colors before it's visible, do the thing, and then while it's invisible, turn the colors back off. Blueberry! Nice! It worked! Blueberry's pretty. And I'm glad my font colors are working correctly too. Also, that is actually the font from in-game.
Which font is it out of curiosity?
It's not. I had to make it by hand.
Oh. Oh.
So, using mods, I got access to the like base image file that they use to see what each individual letter looks like. And there is a website that I've used before to make pixel fonts. So based on that image and the data from in-game, I just recreated the font by hand. I recreated 2 fonts. I recreated the font that shows up when you make a drink under the shaker, which is the one that shows up under the drink when you make a drink. And then the font from the beginning of the game when you open it up and it's like, this game is meant to be like relaxing. I liked that font, and that's the one that the little alert box that says what kind of drink you made uses.
Nice.
So if anybody wants these fonts, I have them, but I had to make them. So you're probably not really gonna find them. At least not the ones that I have. Sweet, girly, and soft. I wonder what that would taste like. Yeah, I wonder too. I feel like it might be like a little fruity, just like a hint of fruit for the sweetness. I'm just so happy to see not only is it working, but the cursor is moving correctly and clicking correctly, because that is all. This is literally all you're doing is you're hitting a button and it's telling OBS, make this filter visible, make this filter that does this animation visible, and then invisible, over and over and over. Like, I think I can. Let's see. I should be able to open up Sammy without fucking with your redeems, and if I do, I am sorry. Let me do a thing. Window capture. Sammy. Create new. Oh, Sammy. Window. There you go.
Whenever you do play Valhalla, every time you have an opportunity to put an optional karma tree and get a character
You have
drunk,
to put the
you have
max.
to do it.
You have to.
Yeah.
Unless the like person says specifically don't. But like, okay, so
This is interesting.
so here, this is the program that I used. This is the deck that does it. So when you redeem to add the Adelheid, that activates this button, and etc. for each ingredient, as well as for blending and mixing, for adding ice, and for aging the drink. What this tracker does, okay, cool, it does still work. Whenever you do one of these, at the end of the button, it turns on the tracker and it tells the tracker, all right, ingredient is A, and you're going to run this one with A. So if ingredient is A, so it'll increase the count of that ingredient. So, oh, okay, Adelheid is being increased by 1. Gotcha. If it's B, Brawn is being increased by 1, etc., etc. So this one keeps track of the actual recipe that you're making. These just do the animations and tell this, hey, add this to the recipe. Then once you're done with your drink, the actual coding part took me like a day. It was an additional day getting all the animations, and then like half a day making sure they all worked together correctly. But I'm very happy that it's working. So then this one, when the mix and blend buttons, when you activate them, they basically tell the whole thing, hey, we're done. So what happens is it activates this recipe checker button. And it will also set the mix or blend value to either 1 if it's mixed or 2 if it's blended. So those values and the values from the tracker, aw, Sylvie, and the values from the tracker all go down here to the recipe checker. And the recipe checker is where the true hell starts. Because, no, not this one. Here are all the drink recipes. The ones that are really long, they have optional karma tree, so I had to put more in there. So basically what this is this is an array, and it says, all right, the first value is the Adelheid, second value is the Brawn, etc., etc., with the final ingredient being whether or not it was mixed or blended, and the last 2 are iced versus aged.
Sylvie, what were you trying to make? A moonblast? Because I'm pretty sure you got that recipe right.
Oh, really? It's possible that me opening Sammy may have fucked it up.
Like,
Moonblast? All right, hang on.
Yeah.
Let me try it.
I was like, yeah, I was flipping through the dictionary,
yeah.
trying
Here,
to figure
let
out what
me.
you were making.
Moonblast.
I thought it was gonna be a Brantini at first, but no. Moonblast. I'm pretty sure she got the recipe right.
On the rocks and blended?
On the rocks and blended.
Okay. Let me. I'll do it through the buttons just because it's faster.
Yeah, with the redeems, looks like
It,
really
it takes a
slow.
long time. I'm gonna implement the chat thing in so you can just type them just to make it quicker. Okay, so we need. Move this over. 6 red. 1. Oh, it's fucking up. That's okay. 2. Oh, there we go. It's back. 3. 4. 5. And 6. And then we need 1 blue, 1 green. Okay, have a good dinner. 1, I think powdered delta? Yeah. 1 powdered delta. 1 flanagrade. Yeah, and then 2 carmatrine. And then on the rocks, ice. And blended. Blend. Yeah, it's a Moonblast. It worked. Maybe you hit mix instead of blend? Because that does actually matter for which one you get.
Nope, she hit blend.
Huh. What happened with that? Let me look at the chat. I probably wouldn't see it, but I'm gonna try and look anyway. Well, no, because if it fucks up, then I want to find out why so I can fix it. Channel. But yeah, I put so much work into this thing and I'm so glad it's at least mostly working. Wait, why am I looking at chat when as the streamer I have like a log of all redeems? What am I doing? These.
I should probably get out of here too.
You
'cause it's
probably
like
should. I'm gonna
10:30.
stop the stream
have-
soon. I'm literally just trying to figure out what happened here and then I'll stop.
Okay, I'm gonna go then. Good night.
Good night.
Sylvie. Good night, anyone else who's still here.
Rest well.
We'll see you on Sunday for more Lies of P, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hopefully I'll beat the DLC before then.
I mean, I'm not gonna beat it before you do, so you have time.
Hopefully I'll get,
I'm not gonna beat it on
decently
Sunday,
far
so you
into
have
it.
at least a week to do so.
Oh, I'll be fine then. I'm pretty good at Lies of P. I don't know if you've noticed. Alright, well, I'll see you all around.
Okay, bye.
Night. How the fuck do I hang up Discord? Here we go.
I'll just let him have that one this time. I won't tease him for it. I'm gonna Google because I can't find this. Twitch check redeem history. I'm gonna find this because I need this thing working. I think I'm gonna keep working on fixing this off stream, and then Sylvia, I'll let you know what happened if it fucked up. So, good night, everybody. Thank you for joining. I still want to try and make the cute little bar overlay. We will see. If it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. Good.